Panthers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense here set to take over with Russell Wilson leading the way. Wilson, a Pro Bowler 5 times in his 7 NFL seasons, including last year, when he threw for a career-high 35 touchdowns to just 7 interceptions. On first down, Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Had some space to move right away as he's hauled away up to the 30. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's Carson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And we take a look at the offense for the Seahawks.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now it's Carson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Nab that one on Dwayne Brown. First-round pick back in 08. This is Carson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That penalty against DJ Fluker, the behemoth out of Alabama. Now Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Throwing on second and long. Wilson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the shotgun, Wilson. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. This is Scarlett on the carry. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Newton. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I got you. I got you.
Newton on first down. Wright's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, it's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. A run here with Bonifant. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Newton. Incomplete. So let's take a look here at the key inactives. And, Charles, I guess you get this late in the year, you expect to see some guys populating on this list.
You're exactly right. No one's happy about it, but it really shouldn't be a surprise. So the guys who are playing in their spots, in their stead, they have to step up now and make big plays for their team.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one in SoCal. The Vikings and the Chargers from Dignity Health Sports Park. Coverage at 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 Pacific on EA Sports. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Fourth down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Newton setting up the screen, Bonifant. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Newton. Getting this to Bonifant out of the backfield. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Newton now to throw. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Throwing again on second down. Newton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His guys have the lead as we send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From the 31, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A toss here to Scarlett. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Let's go, let's go.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Now Scarlett. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
On 2nd and 9. Newton complete to right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. They'll run it with Scarlett. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Bonifant. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Newton on 3rd down. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a 1st. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run it with Carson. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Wilson now off the bootleg. And his throw is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Draw play. This is Carson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 29. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Wilson from the gun. He'll throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down, got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. On the delay, here's Carson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And now look at him go. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he fends him off. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Now Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Terry Poe in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. He's back to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.